Yeah,
okay, we're back. Okay, luckily we didn't miss anything. So we're back up and running. For the restart as well, so wait, Sean goes beautifully timed, if I do say so.
Yeah, it looks properly caught now.
Away he goes, yeah, clear. Our attention turns further back to see if anything happens. Towards the back. Everyone's still in touch, to be fair, so this is anyone's game.
Charlie's looking at Brothers. Ooh.
Yeah, just settling in this first lap really is the best option.
Lezax is retired. Is that on track? Yeah, he had wing damage from a late collision doing a 10-second penalty.
Did he also reset the track?
He did earlier in the race, yeah.
Yes. Painful day for him. In terms of penalties, yeah. But Sean looking very good. Early doors as well, just to run away with things. I mean, I say that, but 3/10, but he's at least held his lead. But you've still got Charlie in the mix, Gremick as well, Camper, but Sean, Camper and Brad is all going to suffer with this 3-second penalty unless anything can be done in terms of breaking the gaps. That means Charlie's still on for podium here, same with Gremick. As long as they keep that down.
Well, Gremick's just about stuck into, I was going to say, just about stuck, but Sean's absolutely emptied his DRS. He's done the only thing he can do, which is try and break the second gap and just hope. He's done it.
He's got to run away, hasn't he? Really, that's the only thing he can do, is just basically maximise his pace and just try and run. He's gonna, but this is going to be interesting to see what happens with the Alpines now. Gremick very heavily trying to stay within limits there, so I wonder if Gremick's on 2 warnings. Because he could have just ran off there and took a quick warning, but he really tried to stay on there, so I wonder if he's 1 away as well from that.
Yeah, seems to be the case.
Canvas draining, and I wonder, I think he's going to go through. That said, he's gone below the 10%, he's pretty much out of DRS, but they're going to swap the
Bradders is coming as well. Oh, they've just driven into each other. Oh, and Charlie's been collected, yeah. I'm not going to lie, that was awful driving standards. I'm pretty sure Brad has literally just drove into the side of the Alpine.
Oh,
someone's been putting the wall further back as well. It's Chesney off.
That's poor.
Houston going for a dive bomb as well, manages to keep it alive, but yeah, Chesney's round. Fastest off, caught up in that. Any damage for Charlie?
So who killed him?
I'm pretty sure Brad has literally just drove into the side of one of the Alpines. Alpine was going slow. And then that's killed the wrong Alpine as well, because in terms of what they would have looked for, no damage for Gremick, but off the back now of what could have been a win. Chesney's in the wall. Safety car again.
So July is there. That's because
he's got wing damage, hasn't he? He tried to.
No.
Oh, is he?
He tried to drive into the pits and he's basically crashed into the pit wall, and it's forced him back on track with better wheel.
Fuck's sake.
Cut the off thing. He's absolutely eating the pit wall, and
yeah.
It gives Gremick a second chance of life though.
Yeah, that was painful. I mean, I'm really interested to see that get reported, because that looked really poor in terms of, I mean, it was literally caught it. People are saying that Chesney is match fixing. I'm afraid he's not match fixing.
Well, that
very
said, for Turbo's sake, there's obviously already quite a few cars between him, so yes, he got the 3 gap this time, but if that remains to be the case, just having that extra buffer of cars there, it's less of how to Sloth get the 3 penalty under the safety car. I wonder if anyone's going to try to Sloth now. I was wondering really fast for Sloth if he goes for it.
If you're fast, honestly, if you're 1 and 2 at the back, I think you chance it, because you've got nothing to lose at that point.
If it's me, I'll do it on Gremick at this point. Yeah.
They're all staying out, yeah.
If I was Gremick, I'd have done it. One thing that helps Sean now as well is the fact of he knows he hasn't got anything wrong, whereas Bradders might have just killed some cunts. Cooper might be in trouble, we don't know. Charlie could potentially be in trouble. We don't know. Same with Grammy, maybe.
Yeah, in terms of potential reports and stuff, Sean's fine. Camper as well, I think it's going to be fine. Same with Gremick.
Yeah,
I think realistically, Kookaburra might be in trouble after the collision with Charlie, and maybe Jatin if that gets reported as well. And then Bradders, you'd imagine that gets chucked in because that's massively affected the outcome of this race. So you'd imagine that gets sent to the streets as well.
Yeah, poor driver. So stuff what I've seen really.
I imagine safety car's going to be in this lap. There's no real reason for it to stay out any longer than it already has.
No.
Only 8 running still, so obviously Chesney and Lezax won't get points because they haven't done enough of the race. I mean, we're looking through rules just to look behind that, but I don't know if they will still be eligible to actually score points, so we'll have to see. But usually, I don't believe they'd be eligible to do that. We go again then, we've got one more lap behind the safety car.
Yeah, I think it has to do a certain amount of laps before it can go in. It's painful for sure, because obviously the earlier this goes in, the better. But...
yeah, I mean, he just needs to hope at that point. I mean, it's like Bradders and Cooper both got 6. They just need to, well, Sean just needs to hope, and Camper I suppose as well, both need to hope that the Ferrari and the Merc do their duty in terms of holding up Charlie and Gremick behind and keep that buffer.
Is it 90% the race after the classified?
Do you know, I could get a look at the safety guys like with that.
I'm quite sure it's 90. It might be 95. It's one of the two. I'll go by formulas here and I ain't doing my actual rules.
I don't think we've ever actually done a percentage, but yeah, usually it'd be 95%. In which case that means that Chesney's asking whether he gets any points because he's retired due to a bug. But
I think he's testing it up here. I think he might be pushing it a bit. Poor Jack.
He'd be getting a big cut 0 points.
He came and walk away with nothing.
I've got nothing left. Safety car is in, so we're going to only get to, 3-4 laps of racing, so it's going to be very hectic end of the Bratislav as well. Has really screwed himself there, getting that extra 3 seconds. So even if he stayed towards the back on 3, he might still be able to nab Bradders and Kookaburra.
Yeah, plus they'd obviously add in the reports as well, but I suppose, you still jump a few with reports anyway, but it's just painful to do it under safety car.
Right, so can Sean nail the restart like last time as well? Got a nice little gap, opened up the safety car so he can go whenever he's feeling like it. Last time around he did just coming out of the final corner. Does he do the same thing again? When does he go? Leaving it longer this time. And he's gone.
Camper's more on the back.
Yeah, Camper's right on the back of this time around.
I don't think you can look for a move though, because you can't really send into that corner, so just the right thing back out, but not ideal for the man who needs to build up a gap.
Oh, massive collision at the back. Charlie's round.
Oh, that's painful. 2-1 without the penalties.
Yeah, wow, disaster for all the way to well. Still in 8. But yeah, back to the front then and we'll see what happens. Godsend though for Sean, as that's already one person without a penalty out the way. It looked like she just lost it by herself if I'm being completely honest, but we'll see if that gets reported. But a painful one there.
It's still the 1.9 back to Gremick, and it will be a DRS change as it stands, so Gremick is still on to win this race.
Wow. At this point, Gremick just needs to avoid terrorism the last couple of laps and just stay clean. Right in the back of the Kookaburra, so in a way he just needs to, not even make a move, but just needs to be careful of Oozing behind, because Oozing obviously just looking to make progress as well with his 3 seconds. Charlie picks up a 3 second, but with that spin it's not really going to have too much of an impact, I'm afraid. But the post-race penalties will come into play. Brad is missing part of his wing as well. This is big then, because Brad looks like he might lose DRS. So this could be it. You know, if Bradders loses DRS, that could be it for Kookaburra and Gromit.
I don't know why Chelsea just sit out.
Yeah. To be fair, she'll still get points, I believe, at 15-27. It's still painful. Only going to see 7 get the checker flag at this rate anyway.
5 tenths would be at the moment.
Well, one thing worth saying, of course, you know, it still needs to go to Stuart's ring with that, but he's blaming Gromit for the final collision, so if so, I mean, if that gets reported, that could throw, oh yeah, so that could throw another thing into the mix.
Yeah. Oh, apparently Gromit was involved in that.
What?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Camper gets a 3 seconds as well. Yeah, it's just a chat, but yeah, Camper then, even if he gets to move down on track, he won't be the race winner. Still in the hands of Gromit.
Seems that the cars around them who are going to be fighting competition on track will lose in time. It looks like both Ferrari and Merc in front are going slow.
Is Oozing going to be on for a potential podium then?
Maybe.
Oozing. First race.
Sure, you think we'll swap P3? Damn.
Wow.
Just slow down.
Yeah, Kookaburra and Bradders going side by side, so they are battling for position on track, but the painful thing for Gromit.
Oh, Gromit must be screaming. Look at the gap just opening up to those 2 corners.
Oh, honestly, that hands it straight.
Wow.
Camper.
On a plate.
Oh, it's not Camper, that was Gromit at the moment.
Yeah, Gromit
yeah,
then.
and it's Gromit. Unless there's a report coming in by the sounds of it.
Wow. But still, even if it's a 3 or 5 seconds, I mean, at this point, Gromit just needs to, you know, not even try and get through the order. It's not, that gap is not going to get up to 6 seconds in a lap. Everyone around's got 6 seconds. If I was him, just let Oozing go. But then I guess penalties after the race, you don't know what's going to happen.
Then you look at it, mate, and then Camper's only about, it's about, what's the gap to Camper? 2.7?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
You can't let him go. If he's trying to win it out, he needs to stay on the back of these two, because...
But that's what I mean, he doesn't need to necessarily push a move on Kookaburra. He just needs to keep it sensible, tucked up behind really, and just try and fend, well, yeah, I guess just fend Oozing off as well.
Yeah, but no, what you're saying now is the fact that he's going to win, but he ain't going to win as it stands.
It's 6 seconds. Yeah, Sean got another. Yeah, Sean got another pen.
3.2 off the lead. This is for the win.
Yeah, no, but Camper.
Camper's got 6 as well. They've all got 6 now.
Got 6, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, he's fucking winning.
So it's just Gromit no pens. Oozing's got 3. The rest have got 6.
What's Oozing got? 3, yeah.
3, yeah. So Oozing's still looking very good for a solid result. Yeah.
Oozing's just off of Sean's gap, so he'll be on the podium, but we'll lift out P2.
Will Camper have a run here? It looks like he will.
Nah, I think it's going to be slightly with no ERS left as well. I think he's going to just do it short.
The ERS position, you might look for this, but it's too far back.
Yeah, too far back.
It's still made straight.
Oh, and Gromic's going side by side with Oozing. Contact made, yeah. Gromit just realising he needs to just to cede that position and just come home to win. 4 seconds off the lead now, but even though he's finishing 6th on track, come around the final corner now, it's going to be Sean that wins on track, but it's going to be Gromit that secures victory today. Wow. Insane. So we were saying earlier on in the race, even if Sean wins and then the Alpines get 2 and 3, it's still, you know, good day at the office for the Alpines. And then it's Gromit then that gets the full 25 points.
Obviously, the one thing worth mentioning is the potential for the report on Gromit, depending what comes from that. But apart from that, Gromit, is that his first win?
It is, yeah. First win for one of the Alpine boys.
George will win by looks of it.
I mean, there could be a couple of penalties flying around, but we'll just see if it just needs to not get reported, and then.
So it looks like Oozing will get a podium. Well, sounds of this, and then Gromit might drop back down to about. He'll drop back down to 6th. It depends where short of Kookaburra though. Not sure what's happening to brothers.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
as
I
it
think
stands,
there's going to be quite a lot of reports, but obviously there's the standings now, but I think that's all about to be mixed up.
so in the end, after all, that is still both Alpines and the Red Bull on the podium, but yeah, it looks like things might change. 7 finishes in the end. We'll quickly see if there's anything to report on race starts real quick. Pit Nickets, I can see if I can just nab anyone. It doesn't look like it. Just a couple of speedings in the pits, but no cuts. Well, yeah, Paul in the chat, that's going to be a busy Stuart stream. We'll see. I don't think there's going to be that many tickets, to be fair. Just based on the sheer lack of cars, but in terms of the instance, I think they could have big ramifications on not just the title, but on the race results itself. But that's out of the way. On to Tier 1 next. But before we go into Tier 1, I'll quickly have a look at next race. Then we've obviously got Bahrain. So do you know what? I'm not even going to look at the weather, because unless it's some freak effective nature, realistically, it's just going to be dry, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's the this year.
So yeah, and then obviously Austria next up for Tier 1 as well. Got a bit of rain involved there though. Dry in quali, but a wet start to the rain. That first stint into conditions, so that should be an interesting one. Brad is asking, when is that Tier 1 race? It is in 45 minutes.
Oh, Camper's getting done for a pit lane cut.
Well, this is going to be interesting. So yeah, I feel like this is going to be one of these races that gets heavily mixed up after post-race bends.
It does as well, fuck.
Okay, well, we'll have to see. Obviously, if you're interested in looking at what happens at results and stuff, that'll be out tomorrow tomorrow evening. Obviously, an hour after the race is the deadline of the F1 period. So at earliest, it'll be around, just after 7 tomorrow, if you're interested in finding out what the final results were. But yeah, if you're interested in watching Tier 1, that'll be on in 40 minutes, around then. Mr. Wildstorm should be with you. But yeah, if you're interested just in Tier 2, we'll see you at Bahrain for round 9 next week. Goodbye.